Hello and welcome to the new podcast about my book, Attempting Local. Attempting Local follows my journey as I explore Ireland, surf the waves of the North Atlantic, hike the country's rugged mountains, and travel throughout Europe, all while striving toward a master's degree. It's an extremely honest account of how tough it can be to leave everything behind and move abroad, though it simultaneously demonstrates the beauty of a life of solo travel. Episode number 4, Down the Rabbit Hole and Back Again. Before we dive into these entries, I just want to remind you of an important line from the intro. This is, quote, an extremely honest account of how tough it can be to leave everything behind and move abroad, unquote. There are parts of this that can be difficult to listen to. Why? My first semester in Ireland was riddled with confusion. It was an emotional roller coaster. And that speaks to how difficult moving abroad can really be. There are aspects that many people don't want to discuss, although they're equally as important as the fun bits. But I explained it best in the introductory episode. If you make it through the struggles at the beginning and learn from them as I did, you will reap the reward of exciting tales of travel, adventure, and friendship. Entry number 7. September 5th, 2018, The Mundane. The mundane. Is it something you take on when you move somewhere new and view a place as the locals do? Or do you appreciate the gift of living an everyday that's so distinct from what you had back home? I believe it's both. It's balanced, as most things in life should be. There are some aspects as well that aren't so great. I miss the sun, the blue sky, the vibrant display trees put on in the fall, the leaves like dancers in multicolored costumes. I miss the freedom of a vehicle, but not the restrictiveness of a city that requires one. I miss not having to convert money, weights, measurements, and the spellings of some words. I miss being able to call someone without switching SIM cards. I actually miss working, and seriously hope I can find a job soon. Most of all, and most obviously, I miss friends and family. The embrace of someone familiar. Sharing laughter with someone you shared it with 1,000 times before. The list goes on, but as we all need balance, let's switch gears. I love living somewhere cyclable and walkable. I love the spirit of the city, how alive it all is, and the people in it. My ears praise the fact that live music is performed on almost every street and in almost all the pubs. The colorful houses and shops provide an unfamiliar and welcome palette for the eyes. The culture and traditions here attract people from all nations, tossing me into an endless melting pot of people to meet, befriend, and converse with. More of a melting pot, I'd say, than Metro Detroit. I'm thankful for having so many cafes to choose from in which to write and read. Going for a run is no longer a task, but a time for me to experience the city. Again, the list goes on, but for now, I'll read. After only a few moments of sitting outside of Renzo, a coffee shop downtown, I've experienced various types of weather. Calm and cloudy, sunny in the brightest possible sense, pouring rain, slightly misting, which it tends to do here quite often, hot, cold, you name it. Your weather is insane here, I said as the young waitress came outside to clear some tables. Oh yeah, normal Galway weather. You'd better get used to it. And you'll get in the habit of bringing both your umbrella and sunglasses. I have 2 more quick notes to make. The first is that I was convinced I'd have the time and resources to travel on weekends or during time off. That couldn't be further from reality. I haven't left Galway since arriving in Ireland. I haven't even experienced other parts of this country yet. I'm tethered to an imaginary pole in the heart of the city, only allowing me a certain circular range of motion. I can reach the outskirts and travel anywhere within my bubble, but I think I'll rarely leave it. Since I'm so independent and attempt to represent a lifestyle based on travel, the confinement doesn't sit well with me. The second note. Moving to another country is so unbelievably complicated. That may seem obvious, but the process is insufficient, clunky, and oversaturated with redundant tasks. I'm honestly shocked. Opening a bank account was a nightmare. Almost nothing is included in tuition, like a gym, printing. We have to pay for laundry, this, that, and the other thing. It never ends. There's always another sheet to print, another form to submit, another contract to mindlessly accept out of necessity. No tasks come without a side quest, or 6. Entry number 8, September 8th, 2018, Prereqs and Shadows. If you're ever thinking of moving to Ireland, there are a few prerequisites to note. Firstly, you have to hate the sun. Yep, chances are you'll never see it again. Secondly, you have to love the rain and the clouds. They'll either become your best mates or your arch nemesis. And if you're staying for a while, make sure to have a literal ton of money for all the nights out. I'm all for going out, but my wallet has been soaked from its contents shedding tears. That's actually the only reason it has any weight to it. Do I have a choice here? Sure. It may seem like it, but if you want to know why everyone here drinks and regularly frequents the pubs, it's because there's almost nothing else to do in the colder months. This is especially true due to the climate I've just described. To be fair, if I wanted to party it up here without concern, I should have traveled less and saved more. Do I regret the traveling bit? Not really, no. I've had experiences and met people I never would have otherwise. Nonetheless, there's always a lurking question that follows me like my own shadow. Have I made good financial choices in my life? Entry number 9, September 9th, 2018. It's easy to forget how beautiful a place is when you're stuck in the city. As I ride the bus toward Athlone, the landscape opens up, as does the sky, and that exuberant green that Ireland is known for appears. 10 minutes from the coast is all it takes for blue skies, green everything, and no rain? I mean, it was raining in Galway when I left. Again. To say this is refreshing would be an understatement. I think I'm also realizing a truth about myself. I'm not a city person. Entry number 10, September 10th, 2018. Day 1 of how many? Something struck me today. I don't think I belong here. I don't think I have a passion for what this program is appearing to be. After a digital marketing orientation and witnessing the passion of professors for storyboards and sales, I'm understanding this is not for me. Why did I come here? Did I think it'd push me to create videos or vlogs, take photos, write, get outdoors, see the world? So far, it's very little of any of those, and I'm unsure of my program. Do I ask them if I can switch to digital media, which is more production-based? Do I drop out and fly home? Would I get refunded, and if so, how much? My mind feels like it's been tossed in an unattended blender, left to spin endlessly until I solve the problem for myself. I believed this place would be it for me, a jumping off point. Now it feels as if I'm falling backward off a cliff. I left behind a business that was steadily growing, a book that I'm so close to publishing, and essentially wasted my funds on this venture I guess I was never sure of. I don't want to be in the city, I want outdoors. I don't want to study marketing performance and productivity or cases in marketing management. I want video production. I want to become an expert in Photoshop, a professional in editing. Like so many others, I just want to make a career out of my passions. Entry number 11, September 21st, 2018. Improvement 1. So much has changed in 11 days. I don't even need to read all of the last entry to understand that. My feelings spilled out with the ink of my pen. I'm in a much better place now emotionally. I was approved for student loans, so I actually have money. I've jumped through all the bureaucratic hoops to register with the GNIB, the Garda National Immigration Bureau, set up a bank account, and I've worked out what's happening with my degree. Classes have begun, and the hard work is pushing me, forcing me to be comfortable here. As happy as I am, comparatively, I'm not actually in the mood to write, yet I have so much to say. Entry number 12, September 22nd, 2018. Improvement 2. Life is good. It feels nice to write those words and to mean it. I'm finally settling into my program. I'm allowed to leave the country now, and more importantly, get back in. I've booked flights to England for Christmas break to see my old camp co-workers, and I've been lucky enough to make many good friends here in Galway. Simple entry, I know, but it's sobering to appreciate the moment and this feeling. Hey everyone, I'm Cullan. Thank you for listening to episode number 4 of my new book, Attempting Local. For now, episodes will be released every week, and I'll update you if that changes. This novel took over 2 years to create, from the idea's inception to editing this final version. The endeavor first required about 8 months of planning, applying, and test taking just to get accepted and then to prepare for university in Galway. I then worked through an arduous year-long accelerated master's program, all while traveling and experiencing the country, just to keep an entertaining and detailed, handwritten journal to share with others. Lastly, I had to transcribe all 4 physical journals onto my laptop, edit, re-edit, send to my editor Sarah, and send to publishers. And I'm still currently sending submissions in. This process has taken an immense amount of time and money, and I'm still working on the Attempting Local project. All I ask is, if you're passionate about this podcast, desire the information it provides, or just look forward to the fun listening experience that it offers, please go ahead and support it. Simply head to anchor.fm/Cullan-McNamara or go to patreon.com/CullanMac. Your help and support will go a long way in keeping this podcast up and running. You'll fuel my ability to create and share this beautiful and timely piece of work with all of you. And hopefully, one day, this will finally get published in print. So thank you again, and enjoy listening to Attempting Local, a year abroad in Galway, Ireland.